So, in this lecture, we'll be dealing with different types of forecasting methods one by one. And I've already explained you that why there is a need for population forecasting, because we don't design a source or any various components of raw water scheme for a year or 2 years. We design it for a considerable larger amount of time. Fine. So here we'll be seeing different methods of population forecasting. So I'm writing it first, the heading. Methods of population forecasting. In this methods of population forecasting, first method is arithmetic increase method, and in some books you can see arithmetic regression method or regression method. That means one or the same thing. So this one is arithmetic increase method. Now, before starting this method, I just want you to tell that there is one assumption which you have to take care in mind while solving this arithmetic increase method problems. What is that assumption? Why there's a need to know that assumption? Because this assumption comes in your assertion and reasoning part in ESE, and if like in GATE they can give you 3-4 statements and you have to tick the correct statement, in that also you should better know the assumption. So the assumption in arithmetic increase method is rate of growth of population is assumed to be constant. Rate of growth of population is assumed to be constant. Fine. Now, how can we represent this rate of growth of population? I have already told you, that is dP by dt is constant. Fine, this dP by dt is constant. This is our assumption. Practically, it doesn't happen like this. We have just assumed that this happens, but practically it doesn't happen like this. First thing. Now, what do you do in arithmetic increase method to calculate the population? First, you will be given the population for different years. You will calculate the average increase in population, and then you will add that average increase in population to the population which has been asked. Fine. Now, this thing I would have told you in the statement form, many of you would not be able to understand this. So better I will make it here tabular chart, an example, and then you will be able to connect with me in a better format. Now, see, year and here it's population. One thing which I'll tell you is population data is recorded after every 10 years, which is known as census, CENSUS. That is known as census. That is, after every 10 years, Government of India conducts survey regarding what is the population, right? So this, after every 10 years, I told you that census data is recorded. And like suppose from 2010 to 2020, what is the number of years? It is 10 years. This 10 years we say as 1 decade. That means if it has given you in decades, if the duration is given you in decades, that means 1 decade is equal to 10 years. Getting it? Now, moving on here, what we'll do is, let us suppose we have been given the data of 1970, 1980, 1990. After every 10 years we get the data, you know that. I told you now only. 2000, 2010. Fine. Now, what is the population in 1970? Let us suppose the population is 20. Here it's 50. Here it's like 68. I'm just taking an arbitrary value, right? You can just change it according to you. And this is 92. These population are in lakhs. This is an arbitrary value. Just for your explanation purpose, I'm taking it. Now, first what you will do is, in population forecasting method by arithmetic increase, what you will do is, in this method, first you will calculate what is the increase in population in every decade. That is, from 1970 to 1980, what was the increase in population? How you got this? First, I'll write here increase in population. This data was given to you in question and they asked us calculate the population in 2020. Fine. So, now what you will do? First, you will calculate what is the increase in population. In every 10 years, what was the increase in population? How can you calculate? See, 1980 population was 50. 1970 population was 20. So what was the increase in population from 1970 to 1980? It was 30. Let me say it as x1. So it was 30. These things are in lakhs. Fine. This is also increase in population. It is also in lakhs. This is 50 lakhs. This is 20 lakhs. Fine. So 50 minus 20, that is 30 lakhs was the increase in population. Moving further, from 50 it was 68. So what was the increase in population here? It was 12 lakhs was the increase, 18 lakhs was the increase in population. Similarly, you can calculate it here also. What is this? Here it is 79 minus 68. So you will get it here as 11. 11 lakhs was the increase in population from 1990 to 2000. Similarly, last one is how much? 92 minus 79. So this is 12 minus 9 and this is 8 minus 7. This will 8 minus 7 will make me 1 and 12 minus 9 will make 3. Fine? Getting it? So, from 79 to 92, there was increase in 13 lakhs and so on. I have calculated it. Now I want to know on an average basis, what was the increase in population? I'm not interested in knowing. Now I told you that you told ma'am there was an increase in population of every 10 years. I have calculated it for you. I said, okay dear, it's fine. But now I'm asking you that tell me the average increase in population. On an average, what is the increase in population in these all the years which have been given to you? So you'll say simply, ma'am, if you're asking for average increase in population, we'll add this increase in population and we'll divide it by 4 because the number of decades, basically the number of decades which have been here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, there are basically here like there is an interval of basically 10 years interval is there. That means 1 decade. This 1 decade, this 2 decade, this 3 decade, this 4 decade. So what you will do? You will divide it by 4. Right? You never ever do the mistake. What you do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have been given the data of 5, so you divide it by 5. It is wrong. There has been increase in population. How many times you have calculated it? 4 times. For how many decades? For 4 decades. Right? So every time you will divide it by in this case you will divide it by 4 and whatever be the average increase in population, you will add all that and the number of times it increased, you will divide it by that. Like here it's 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. You divide it by 4. Let us suppose I would have given you for 2020 and 2030 also. Fine. So you would have got 2 values more, that is x5 and x6. So in that case, you would have divided it by 6. That is the number of decades. This 4 is for the number of decades. So for all these 4 decades you were knowing, but I told you that tell me the average value. So what you did, you divided it by the number of decades. So now add this all 30, 18, 11. I'll add this 30, 18, 11, 13. This is coming 72 divided by 4. That means it is coming 18 lakhs basically per decade is the average increase in population. Why per decade? Because this was for 1 decade, this was for 2 decades. I added all and then I divided it by the number of decades for which I have calculated. So this was the average increase in population per decade. Now, this much is clear to you. Now I'm asking, okay, fine. Now I'm interested in knowing what is the population in 2020. So simply what you can say, ma'am, you want to know the population at 2020. We have the population in 2010. So on this 2010, we'll add this average increase in population. That means on an average in 2020, at least 18 lakhs population will be, extra population will be there. So this 18 lakhs per decade. So what is the difference between 2020 and 2010? 10 years. That is 1 decade. So 1. So what was the population? Here it was 92 and here it's 18. So it comes out to be 110 lakhs. So the population in 2020 was 110 lakhs. Now let us suppose if you would have been given the population in you would have been asked the population in 2030. So what you would have done? That okay, 2020 and 2030 both were asked. So you know the population in 2020 plus what is the difference between these two? 10 years, that is 1 decade. So 18 into 1. What you will get it here? 128 lakhs will be the population in 2030. But generally, dear, when in the consecutive manner 2020, 2030 population are being asked, it is preferred that you calculate it from 2010 population. Reason, see, it might be possible that in this case you will get the same result because we are getting a natural number. We are getting a natural number. But what happens in the cases of integer values? There has been some changes, and the main reason, if somebody asks you that, okay, fine, you have been given the value till 2010 and I'll ask you to calculate it for 2020 and 2030, then you can do like in this manner also. The other thing which I'm telling you to do is, take the data of 2010. What is the difference between these two? 2 decades. So this is 18 into 2. So 2010 was 92. Here it is. See, you're getting a different value here. No. Yeah. Here it was 92 plus 18. Here it was 110. And here the last data was 92 plus 18 into 2. So you're getting 128. Sorry. Same value you're getting. I did a mistake. 128. It was 36. I just thought it's 26. 128. So here you saw that there is no change, but actually when there is like 128.11.12 lakhs, it's there, then you find some changes are there. No issues. You can do it in this manner also. 2030, if you are getting first, if it has been asked, you can calculate for 2020 and do. But the thing is, basically we go with this data because these are the survey data. Fine, and this is the census which is recorded, so this is more accurate. And these datas which we are calculating based on different methods, it is forecasting method. That means forecasting means we are predicting. You would relate this word to weather forecast. We say na, it might happen, rainfall might occur, destruction might happen. So there is a time might, it may be or it may not be. That means we are just predicting it. I don't know what will happen. Let us suppose in this, like you can take the example of coronavirus, COVID-19. What we saw, you didn't even imagine, right, that in 2020 such a thing will happen, right? So just what we are doing, we are just forecasting the population. So, but the population which is given to you till 2010, it's the most accurate one because it has been based on the census data. The survey has been conducted for this. Fine. So now, I told you, you can do it from 2010 also, you can do it from 2020 also, but generally we prefer this one because this data is more accurate. You can't see the difference here because it's the whole number value, but whenever it's like 128 lakhs, 71,500 some sort of, then you will see the difference. Generally, well, we basically design it on the safer side, so we increase the value up to a certain extent, means rounding off to the nearest integer value. Fine. Now, this thing is clear to you? Now, see, I don't want you to calculate it for every data, like you have to calculate it for 2050 or for 2080. I will derive a simple formula with the help of which you are able to calculate for any decades you want. How come? Now, see, I'm telling that when time t was 0, at t is equal to 0, what was happening was the population was equal to P naught. This was the last population which you were knowing it. Fine. If you remember, see here, 2010, the population was 92. So this was the last population which you were knowing. After that, 2020, 2030, all these you calculated. So here I am naming it as P naught. Now suppose at any time t is equal to t1, the population P1 I want to know. So what I did, I was knowing the initial population. Fine. I added the average increase in population to get P1. Similarly, what you can say, at time t is equal to t2, I want to calculate the population. What you will do? You know that P2 is equal to P1. This was initially the population which I was knowing. So what I'll do? I'll add an average increase in population to this. What I'll get? P1 plus X bar. Now, in place of P1, I can put P naught plus X bar. So, what I'll do? I'll put P naught plus X bar plus X bar. What I'll get? I'll get P2 is equal to P naught plus 2X bar. Fine. I got this value at any time t2 based on the last value which I was knowing. P2 I have to forecast and P naught was the value, last known value. Fine. Now, at time t is equal to tn. Now for tn times I want to calculate. So what will be the population? Population will be Pn. And how can I calculate Pn? You know, I would be knowing the initial population, that is Pn minus 1, and I will just add X bar to it so that I can get Pn. Now, in place of Pn minus 1, I have to write in the manner so that I can get the P naught. Fine. This was the last value which I was knowing, and based on that I am calculating these values. So I am telling that population after n decades. This Pn is population after n decades. That n can be 10 decades, 15 decades, 5 decades, anything. Fine. So I want to express population after n decades based upon the last known population, the population which was known to me. So Pn minus 1, if I want to express in terms of P naught, it will be P naught plus n minus 1 X bar. And this is plus X bar. So if you solve this, what you will get? P naught, this minus X bar and plus X bar will get cancelled out. You will get Pn is equal to P naught plus Nx bar. Fine. Now, what is this Pn? Pn is population after n decades. N is what? N is the number of decades. And P naught is the latest, or you can write present population as per latest record of census. As per the latest record of census, what was the value? You got at P naught. Fine. So now it is very much simple. If I ask you the population, see, population at 2010 was given to you. Population at 2010 is given to you as 92 lakhs. And I'm asking you the population at, let us suppose, in 2050. So what you will do? Simply, this was the last population which you were knowing. So you will put here 92 lakhs. Then what is the difference between the number of years? 40 years, or you can say 4 decades. Remember, always remember one thing. Here n you will put in number of decades, not in number of years. Many of you always make some mistake. I've seen this in offline classes also. That's why I'm warning you. N is number of decades. So when it is 40 years, you will put 4 decades, right? So this is 4 number of decades. And X bar is the average increase in population. Fine. So X bar we have already calculated. It was 18 lakhs per decade. So you'll solve this. This is 32. Sorry. 32. So this will be making 164 lakhs will be the population in 2050. Fine. So the population in 2050 will be 164 lakhs. So main idea was not to show you the calculation, but the whole expression, the whole format in which we do arithmetic increase method. And what we assumed it here, that dp by dt is constant. But if you'll ask me that, ma'am, is it actually happening? No, it doesn't happen actually, but we assume it that it is constant, right? And then I told you here, you calculate the future population by adding the average increase in population to the last known population. Fine. So I did that. I showed you with the help of example, and I showed you with the help of expression. This expression, mark it in box so that every time it comes, you're able to solve it. Right? So this was arithmetic increase method. We can solve workbook questions, and then we'll be doing geometric increase method.